If you want to feed a forage-only diet, what supplements should you add? This is a very complex issue because the main thing is, what does your horse actually need? So first, you would have to test your forage, which without knowing exactly which forage you're feeding and the test on that, it would be hard to determine what your horse actually needs. The second thing is what condition your horse is in, and is your horse a performance horse? Is it a horse out in a pasture? Is it a growing horse? Is it a senior horse? So what position your horse is in. But let me speak in generic terms to hopefully help many other people. So if you want to feed a forage-only diet, you're basically saying that the whole of my horse's diet is going to come from forage. Now, a lot of people, that's going to be 95% of hay. So grass, they're turned out in a pasture, or maybe you're supplementing with some alfalfa. You're feeding grass or alfalfa, either way. And that's where the majority of your horse's calories come from. Now, what is your horse actually lacking? A few vitamins and minerals typically, and sometimes, depending on the forage that you're feeding, maybe some protein, and your horse might also need a little bit of fat. I would say in general terms that most horses would probably do great if you're feeding a forage-only diet, a free choice forage all day, 24/7, to just add a diet balancer. What that's going to be is like Purina Enrich. It's going to be Pro Elite, Alfalfa Advantage, Grass Advantage. Bluebonnet has a balancer. There's going to be a ton of different diet balancers out there. What that's going to do, that's going to balance the diet of a forage-based diet. So it's going to have some vitamins, minerals, it will have some protein, and probably not that much fat. But your horse might also need some fat. So a lot of people would feed flaxseed with a forage-only diet because that is a forage and they're giving more forage, but it's also a very high in fat forage. And then some people will supplement with like alfalfa pellets and stuff like that. The feed you're feeding is alfalfa pellets, beet pulp, and flaxseed. And so that is probably beet pulp. I don't know why you would need a ton of additional beet pulp in the forage-only diet, but I would recommend for generically most people to feed a diet balancer if they're wanting to feed a forage-only diet, instead of trying to create their own by introducing 6, 7, 8, 9 different supplements. I would just try to do a diet balancer. I think that would make it easier for you and probably more affordable.